Okay, we're on to the finale for Batober 2022. And these are three drawings that maybe the concept didn't quite nail it like I hoped it would. But you be the judge of that. And I'm also going to show you or tell you what the most liked picture I made of the entire challenge was. So stick around and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hello to all my friends out there in YouTube land. This is your good buddy Philtastic Phil here, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. So we're going to go on to the conclusion of my artwork from Batober 2022. If you haven't watched the prior videos, you should probably do that, because that'd be like, coming in now then would be like going into a movie at the end of it, and then maybe waiting like another half hour while they clean out the movie theater and set up, if they let you do that, and then watching the whole thing from the beginning. Like, yeah, you'll understand, but you kind of won't. Maybe you'll appreciate it better if you watch it in the original order it was intended. And in order to do that, I've helped, I should say, in order to facilitate that, because that sounds fancier, like I could win a game of Scrabble, I've put a playlist at the end of this video where you can look at all the Batober 2022 videos I've made, including the kickoff, so you know just what the hell I'm talking about. But before we start this video, please go ahead and do all those great YouTube-y things if you haven't already. Give me a like. Share this video, and look, if you're not subscribed already, you should do it. Why? Because just as the group The Babies sang in 1981, they say the best things in life are free. And guess what? Subscribing is free to do. Not going to cost you any money. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Now, let's get on with the challenge itself. So I have three pictures here, which I think the concepts were well done, but I don't think it kind of came across. And I found it where I had to do a little bit more explaining than I normally did in the other pictures. But you tell me, because I like these three pictures a lot. The first one, this was for day 29, just a few days ago. The word was pulse. Now, I have to tell you, a lot of people were doing pictures of maybe Batman feeling for somebody's pulse to make sure they're okay. I think Chris Samney had an especially moving piece of Barbara Gordon as Batwoman, or Batgirl, excuse me, over her Commissioner Gordon's bed in the hospital as she's looking at the little EKG monitor, watching the pulse, and Batman is kind of, he's stoic, because let's face it, he's Batman, but he's upset too. That's Commissioner Gordon. All heavy stuff. I wanted to go a different way. Character I had is Deathstroke. I'm going to tell you something, I don't know much about Deathstroke at all. I've tried to read up on him, I've tried to get into him, and maybe I kind of jumped in at the wrong time, because I went from like New 52 on and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But he sounds like an interesting character. You know, maybe if I get that DC Infinity app, I'll read up on him. But I was like, you know what? Let's not do the feeling your heartbeat or jogging type of thing. Instead, I did something where maybe he's doing some Christmas shopping, because look, I hate to tell you, I know that we just passed Halloween and Thanksgiving's around the corner, but Christmas is coming very, very shortly. So here we have Deathstroke is somebody's Secret Santa. And what's he doing? He's buying a PS5 Pulse headset, wireless headset for somebody. So if you have Deathstroke on your Secret Santa list, hey, that's what you're getting. Great, I guess if you have a PS5, I don't. But I don't know what you would get Deathstroke for Christmas. Either way, 18 likes. Not terrible, not great. This next one, this is one I had fun with. The word is honor. And a lot of people did these things where you had Batman honoring his parents and stuff like that. Some beautifully done pieces. And I had Batman for this day for my character. Second to last character, you got Batman, you got the word honor. It sounds great, right? But no, being me, I have to take a left turn with it. So the other kind of definition of honor is to, basically repay debts. When I think about it like this, I think of Wimpy from Popeye. I'll pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today, that type of thing. So using that, I kind of constructed, I think, a funny little scene where, let's say Batman happened to stop in at a diner. He was having coffee and a burger. Unusual mix, maybe not best on the tummy. I don't know, maybe he's got Tums in his utility belt. But of course, as he's chowing down, the bat signal pops out through the restaurant windows, and he scoots off. Maybe the cook's not around, maybe he's on a bathroom break, maybe he's smoking, who knows. But Batman leaves a little note. Hey, sorry I had to run, I'll pay you later. So that's my little take on honor. But one of the reasons I like this, it let me kind of explore things creatively. If you've watched my channel a while, then you know that I am a big fan of Chef Carl Ruiz, who passed away a couple years ago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've got my ruizing hat here all the time. If the green screen didn't blur this out, of course. And I'll also put a card up so you can see. Now, I'm not going to say the most recent ruizing video, but I'll say the first ruizing video because that is my favorite. I had done this one other time a couple years ago, actually, with Batober, but I decided let me go ahead and throw Carl in one of the booths here, enjoying a nice sandwich, a nice dinner. And I did share that with my Ruiz of the Day Instagram page that I don't really talk about too much anymore. And everybody kind of liked that. They saw it as a kind of a fitting tribute. So I guess it's kind of funny in that way. I didn't think about this before I recorded this, but I've got the word honor. I was going for one definition, but I wound up nailing two because I've kind of honored Chef Ruiz in this picture as well. But again, people didn't get the concept. 14 likes. And by the way, I know that these likes are, you know, maybe it's not that somebody didn't like it. Maybe it's just that they didn't see Instagram. You know, Instagram had a lot of problems the last couple days. And especially on a weekend, you know, not a lot of people are on it. Especially Halloween weekend, come on. It's tough. Parties and whatnot. But I ended, as I dropped my pen, I ended Batober 2022 with another concept that I don't think people quite picked up on. The word was siren. Now, I saw a lot of great pictures of people showing Batman like amongst cop cars or police vehicles and sirens going off, that type of thing. I wanted to go for the other definition of siren, which is a character from Greek mythology who tries to entice sailors and eat them. Now, there might not be a great way to fit that in with Batman. I had a couple of ideas, but the one I tried to do at the end, again, I tried to go for a bit of a funnier look. And researching siren, this is something I didn't know. I found out that the Starbucks logo supposedly is a siren. Now, whether this is a siren that's going to try to get you to come into the coffee shop and kill you, I don't think that's what they were going for, but it's a nice little design. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have Two-Face, who is my character for the day, enjoying a nice frappuccino, because a big, menacing, scary-looking guy like that, drinking a very cold and desserty-looking beverage that a lot of younger girls especially like. That's funny to me. Okay, come on, really. Everybody likes a frappuccino. I know that, but I don't know. My little funny take. I don't think people got the concept. 14 likes. I do like the way I did Two-Face kind of just popping out there, though. Anyway, that was the conclusion to Batober 2022. What was the top liked picture of the entire challenge? I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to think about that. But in the meantime, I'll do my little plug at the now rather than later on. In case you're unaware, I am nominated for a Comic Book Community Award for the field of, or in the category of, I should say, People's Choice. And it's a great honor to be nominated, but I would, of course, like to win. Who wouldn't? So if you haven't submitted your vote already, please go ahead and click on the link that I'll have in the description of this video and vote for my channel for, again, for People's Choice. But now I will unveil the top vote getter, and this one was shocking because, as I said, I've had a lot of great ones, great favorites, I guess you could say in here. Metal being my favorite, but that wasn't even, I think that was like, the third or fourth most liked. The top liked one was actually the very first one I did, Outnumbered. Calendar Man playing chess. The execution was a little bit different, and I kind of adjusted everything since then, but hey, the people have spoken. So that is going to bring Batober 2022 to a close, but I do have other art challenges that I'd like to do. If you'd like to suggest an art challenge, go ahead and leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and like this video, of course. Also, be on the lookout for my Italian American Month challenge video. That's right, I did 2 challenges at the same time in October because I'm crazy. But I promise you, I do tie it into comics in a way that I think is very interesting. Be on the lookout for that video coming soon. In the meantime, peace, love, and comics. Take care.